Welcome back, everybody, to the Search Show 24/7. This is AMC's The Walking Dead, Season 4, Episode 6, entitled Live Bait. So, let's get right into it. Alright, guys, now we getting back into Walking Dead. Live Bait was a very great character, very character-driven episode, all about the governor, and that's what I like. I like that they kind of switched it up with it a little bit, to where we didn't have to see Rick and his group or anything like that. We didn't see a lot of like action or anything. More just a character building and a journey to where the governor's been like, and what he's been up to ever since like the raid, ever since he shot up all his like people and stuff. So that's what I like to see. I thought this episode was really good in showing or really making you sympathize with the governor and really being on his side, because if you didn't forget, like, he did a lot of effed up stuff last season, like a lot of effed up stuff. So I think this episode really showed how, like, being in this like zombie apocalypse can really change somebody and really get them to be a very dark person, and how you can sympathize with that person. So I thought that's what this episode really did a good job with. Now we have the governor, and it picks up like right after like those events, and you see him. He's with his two henchmen, the guys that he was with, and then you see him just slowly getting a little bit more crazier. He's not like really paying attention. I think he's like off in his own little world. He's basically letting the zombies just come at him, and his other two guys, the guy that like shoot him down. So you see that he feels something, and he feels that he's changed ever since like this whole zombie apocalypse, to where like those other two guys, they just up and left him. And I thought that was very interesting too, that they just up and left, because they saw how very unstable he could be and like how far off the handles he was. Because at first I was like, maybe he killed them and maybe he's just there chilling by himself. But then you see that no, they just left him. And you see him with the old beard and stuff. He just grows it out, the long hair, and now he's just a loner. He's just a guy, a broken man, basically. And that's where it kind of started for me, where I was like, oh man, I'm kind of feeling bad for him. Am I supposed to feel like this? That's where it kind of started. But then once he meets like this new family of like all girls and like their father, um, that's where it really started to hit home, to where he and I love the fact that this was a very silent episode. It was a very silent episode. It wasn't a lot of dialogue and stuff. It was just more of actions and like the emotions that you saw in each person's face. And when he gets to this family and they take him in, and they feed him and stuff like that, and you see him like when he's in bed and he's got the picture of his family, and you see like how far he's basically come, to where you see that picture of him just all smiles and stuff, to now with the missing eye, like the beard, just a broken man, a different man. You're like, now this is where you really start sympathizing with him. And you see he kind of takes this family in as his own, because I feel like he feels like he can have a second chance, especially with the girl, because he lost his daughter, and I think he has a bigger connection with the little girl than anybody, because that was the last person he had in his family, because his wife died way before his daughter, and he tried to keep his daughter alive, but the whole Michonne thing kind of prevented him to do that. So he feels like he fails, but I think now he feels like with her, he can do right and he can protect her. So he has that whole cross my heart, hope to die type of thing. So I'm really excited to see how that's going to take place. Um, so I don't know how far along in the future this is, or in the past. Maybe we're still in the past. Maybe we still got like a month or two before we actually get caught up to where he's at the prison, because the last week's episode you see him at the prison, but you don't see nobody with him. So maybe we're still in like kind of the past of what he's been up to, and then something might happen to where it leads him to the prison. So I'm kind of excited to see how that leads up, because I think the next like 2 or 3 episodes are going to be very governor focused. So that's going to be just exciting to see, and I'm really interested to see what's going to happen. Overall, I thought it was really good. A big character driven episode, a great performance. It was a couple nice kills too. Like, that's one thing I like about the governor. Like, when he kills, like, he puts it all in there. He goes for it, and a lot of like just with his hands and stuff. It was crazy, and I really enjoyed it. So it was enough action for me. So what did you guys think? Please like this video, comment, subscribe, tell me what you thought. And as always, this is the Cirque Show 24/7. Be easy.